Hello dear students, I hope everyone's hale and hearty. Now, it's been quite a long time that we are stuck in our home because of the present COVID situation. COVID-19 has disrupted the normal lifestyle of people all over the globe. And I'm pretty sure that most of us are devastated. We have lost our normal peace of mind and our time has become imbalanced. You see, whatever it is today, it is within ourselves. It is in our hands to make things better, to make things work. The best outcome of future depends on today, that is present. If we make the present work well, we will definitely have a fruitful future. Now the question arises that sitting at home in this disturbed situation, how are we even supposed to make things better, to make things work? Now dear students, career is the one by which you can have a better future. A better career leads to a better future. Now how will you get a better career? You will have it by studying, learning and gaining knowledge. And how to gain knowledge and study? Not by memorizing, yet with interest and understanding. And how are you supposed to gain the interest? By owning your subject, by understanding it. Now see student, if you find a random person, do you make them your friend immediately? No. You just try to know them better, you try to understand them and then finally you gain trust. And when you trust that person, you understand them, that is the time you regard that person your friend and that is where your friendship begins. Similarly, make your subject your friend. And how to make it? You have to know about the subject, you have to understand the subject. So once you know about the subject, once you make your subject as your friend, it will be very interesting for you to understand and you have the curiosity to learn it even more. So we will continue with that. Let me now introduce myself to you. I am Fahmi Nadira Laskar, a faculty of Presidency Junior College, and I will be continuing with the computer science session classes with you people. So I welcome you to the wonderful family of Presidency Junior College. Computer science. When we hear about it, we feel it as a technical subject. Some are very interested and some are like technical stuffs are out of my head. But let me tell you, computer science is one of the best and most interesting subjects that we may have in our life. It is so much fun, just like a game, and I'm sure you would love to play it. Let not this COVID stop you. We are starting this online and let's move forward and start our session without halting our life, and we will continue throughout. So for HS first year computer science class, we will start today the topic software concepts. Now you have definitely heard of the term hardware and software. So in normal sense, if I tell you, hardware is something that you can touch and software is something that you cannot touch. So hardware is basically physical and software is programmable and logical. So today we will study about computer software and its different types. So if we come over the definition of computer software, it is defined as a set of instructions that is used to guide the computer hardware. It tells the computer hardware what to do, how to do and when to do a task. Software basically gives life to the computer, and without a software, the computer is just a dead machine. So the different types of computer software that we have are system software and application software. So we will come over each of the term one by one. So we'll start with system software. So system software is a set of programs that is used to control the computer hardware. It is used for running the application software. And what is an application software? That will come on the second half of our video. And now we will just study about system software. So system software comes with two types, that is one is operating system and the other is utility software. Now I'm sure you have definitely heard of operating system. Without operating system, no machine will be able to work properly. Why? Because the operating system actually leads or makes the system of the computer work. Fine. So we will go through each of the variation and versions of the operating system. Operating system is a software that works as an interface between the user and the application. So that means operating system is the main software that leads the user interact with the application. So without operating system, how will the user interact? Like we know language, like I am right now talking with you all, like I am explaining you with this online mode. Now how am I doing it actually? I am sitting in my home and I am explaining you. And with a system, that is with this live class or video class, you are able to watch me, you are able to listen me. So how does this device work? Like I am using my phone right now and you might be using a laptop or phone. So what device, like how is that device connected with you? Yeah, you will say it's connected with the internet. But how is that internet working? You need a software to work, fine. And if there is no operating system, your entire device won't work. So this is the interface by which we are interacting. I am the user and I am using an application, and then I am able to interact with you people. There are different operating systems for laptops and desktop computers. Some are like Microsoft Windows, Linux, Mac OS. So Microsoft Windows is founded by Microsoft and the founder is Bill Gates, we know that. Linux is an open source operating system, like it is free of cost. You can simply download it from the internet and you don't have to pay any money or you don't have to use any key. It is an open source operating system. Next we have Mac OS, which is created by Apple. So these are some of the operating systems for laptop and desktop. Now if we go for mobile, cell phone or tablets, we have different versions of operating system. For example, we have Android, we have Apple iOS. So there are different versions of Android also. Android is a variety, like we have a variety of users of Android. So there were some names like Android Jelly Bean, Android KitKat. So there are different kinds of Android operating system that we use depending on the updation and the upgradation of the software. Now coming to Apple iOS, now this is the operating system that is basically used for Apple devices, for example iPhone, iPads. And when we talk back about Windows, that is Microsoft operating system, Microsoft Windows, which is mostly used in laptops and desktops. So they have a different variation. For example, the versions are Microsoft XP, Microsoft 7, Microsoft 10. So I hope that you know this operating system, as nowadays technology is more, and when you go through this operating system, you will find little developments of each of the variations that we have. So the next type of system software is utility software. So utility software is used to analyze, optimize, configure and maintain a computer system. For example, we can say antivirus software, disk compression tool, backup software and file manager. So what happens in antivirus software? What is an antivirus software? Virus is something that harms our computer. Like we are traced, even spams are there, a virus corrupts our files or folders, our system, right? So antivirus software is a software that heals your computer. It erases the viruses or even it puts into threads so that our computer functionality doesn't stop, so that our files doesn't get corrupted. So we have different types of antivirus software. For example, we have Norton, we have Avast, we have a lot of softwares available in the market. So whichever is usable and whichever gives us the best result, we choose for that. Then we have, for example, disk compression tool. So compress means what? To make something smaller so that some space is available. Now see, computer, there we need space, like we have C drive, we have D drive, so different spaces are available. So in order to maintain the space so that no doubling of data is stored or the size is not taken, like suppose you need a size of 50 MB and it's taken more than that, which is useless. So we need disk compression tool so that the disk is compressed well and the extra space is removed and it doesn't take more space than it actually requires, and the rest of the space is available. So next we can go for backup system or backup software. So what do you understand by the word backup? That means what? Everything, every file that we create, there is a backup of that file. So if by mistake your file is deleted, then we can always go to the backup and recover it. Now the most elementary thing that you might have learned in your schools when you were even class 2 or 3, that there is a term called recycle bin. So what is recycle bin? If something gets deleted by mistake, which is not permanently deleted, it's temporarily deleted, it goes to the recycle bin and from there you can recover it. And if it's permanently deleted, then the thing is different. So similarly, there are backups by which you can recover your files, folders or other stuffs. alright. And the last one that we have is file manager. So when you go through the term file manager, so manager is something that manages, and what does this manage? It manages files. So in a folder or in a drive we have lot of files, we have image files, we have document files, we have video files. So it depends on the format of the file, we can say what kind of files we are having. So these files are managed well, like they are organized well and they are managed well by the system, by utility software. So these are the two types of system software that we have come through. Now we will talk about the second type of computer software. So within computer software, what did we have? We have system software and application software, right? And under system software you had utility software and operating system. And now we will talk about the second type of computer software, that is application software. Now application software helps the user to perform specific task. Now specific task means like the task that is very specific, like for the computer, for that particular application you will be able to know that what task you are allowed to work or to perform within that application. For example, if we talk about word processing system, like we have Microsoft Word, we have LibreOffice, like we have LibreWord, then we have Notepad, WordPad. So these are the word processing software where you can edit, write a letter, or you can just write a note. So word processing software is basically used to create documents such as letters, reports, etc. Now coming to the second example of application software, let's talk about database software. So database is the most important term that will never end, like we will need data throughout our life. Like whatever I am saying right now, these are also some data that you are understanding and you are able to, like know them, like what are this kind of things. So if we talk about database system, then there are MS Access, that is Microsoft Access, we have Oracle, we have MySQL, PostgreSQL, then in order to make them work we have XAMPP server, WAMP server. So there are a lot of applications available in the market, available in today's technology, that you can use it easily. So what is a database? Database is something like where you can store data. So these database softwares, they are used to store data and you can perform various operations on them. Like you can create a data, you can update it, you can delete it even, you can alter it. So you can do all these different types of stuff. So the data that are used in our day-to-day life, or you can use, for example, we are taking your attendance. Like attendance is also a sort of data, like which day you are present, which day you are absent. So how are this data managed? In our college or school you have attendance register. So that is your hardware, like hard data you are using, it's a physical term. And this thing you will, if you use it in a computer or in a systematic or computing device, then you will need a software where you can arrange it. Fine. Now coming up to spreadsheet software, we have Microsoft Excel, we have LibreXL. So Microsoft Excel is basically used in Windows operating system and Libre is basically used in your Linux operating system. So we have different types of spreadsheet software as well. So what we can do there is we can organize the data in the form of rows and columns. And not only that, we can perform calculations and we can present the data in a graphical form, like for example in charts or in graphs. So coming to presentation software, we have Microsoft PowerPoint, we also have Libre PowerPoint. So PowerPoint is the most famous and the most easiest presentation software that we use till date. So you might have used PowerPoint when you were a student of class 6 or 7, you have definitely used it. So how are they represented, like how are the data represented? They are represented in slides. So you can set a timer of the slides, or you can also on click slide movement. So the slides will move or animate one after another and you can present your presentation. Then we have internet browsers. So what do you understand by the term internet? Now like we are doing online classes. Now this is basically and most importantly possible because of the internet connection. No matter you have an OS, no matter you have a device, but if you do not have an internet connection, how are we supposed to communicate? So internet is a global network communication. So with the help of internet, today we are interacting and taking this live class. So internet browser is a software that helps us to access the internet. Now most of us were basically students, they are confused of the two terms. One is internet browser and another is search engine. See, internet browser, like I said, it's a software, it's not a engine, it's just a software by which you can get access to the internet, which you can use the internet. For example, Google Chrome, Firefox, Opera, Safari. So when you use these applications, you will get access to the internet. Then your home page or your web page opens up. And what is search engine? Search engine is the software that is used to search your data or information. For example, Google, Yahoo.in, then Bing. So you have different kinds of search engines. So Google, Chrome or Firefox, these are the internet browsers, and google.co.in or yahoo.co.in, these are your search engines. So when you type https www.google.co.in and when you press enter, then the search engine of Google opens up. So these are the topics that we have discussed in today's class. So let's just brush up once again so that we can remember what we have gone through in our first class. So we have gone through what a software is, what a hardware is, the different types of software. They are the system software and application software. And under system software we have operating system and utility software. So we know what is operating system, I have given you examples, we know what are utility softwares, and now we know what are application softwares as well. And one more thing about application software, the one that we have to interact presently, that is WhatsApp. We are having Google Meet, we are using Zoom. So these are application software for video classes or video connecting with the students, for a teacher and a student, and all the education possible that we are providing you via internet and via this video classes. So here we came to the end of our class and I will wind up today. I hope you have understood the concept of software and its different types, and I was also able to share some of my knowledge with you people. So we will see you in the next class hopefully, and stay safe and study more. Thank you so much.